Now, India is no stranger to building collapses and fires, despite the country having strict construction laws in place. Now, the Indian law requires builders to use high-quality construction material. It is mandatory to carry out inspections of buildings every 5 years. In fact, developers or owners cannot carry out alterations without prior government approval. Now, multi-story constructions require special permission. Buildings must have basic firefighting equipment. Now, these laws are strict, but they are openly flouted. Builders use low-quality construction material, and the authorities concerned do not carry out safety inspections. The politician, builder, mafia, police nexus results in the absence of checks on illegal constructions. And overlooking building safety norms has become a global problem. In fact, just today, 5 people were killed in a high-rise fire in India's Mumbai city. Let's take a look at some incidents which made authorities rethink construction laws. Now, over 17 people were killed last in August 2017 when a building collapsed in Mumbai's Ghatkopar area. Authorities blamed illegal construction for the accident. A member of Shiv Sena party was arrested for carrying out unauthorized work at his property. Right, moving on, the United Kingdom is still grappling with the tragedy at London's Grenfell Tower. Over 70 people were killed when fire broke out the residential tower in 2017. Flammable cladding, installed a recent innovation, is thought to have caused the spread of the fire. And it was the deadliest building collapse in recent years. More than 1,000 people were killed when a commercial complex collapsed in Bangladeshi capital of Dhaka. In 2013, structural failure was blamed for the collapse. Now, later investigations found that new floors were constructed without government permit. All right, so we've taken you through some of the recent tragedies that occurred in India and around the world. And we'll soon be joined by a special guest who will be joining us live from Hyderabad in India to talk about her experience of construction quality and government failure at multiple levels and the experience she has had to undergo in recent years. All right, so just to bring our viewers up to speed with the news we are tracking here on Your Story this evening, there's been an incident in Australia, in Sydney in particular, where residents of a high-rise have been asked to evacuate after a crack developed in a multi-million-dollar complex. And that has set us thinking as to what will happen if the same were to happen in India, for instance. Right, so as I said before, we'll be joined by Binita Ramchandani, who has had a first-hand experience of a similar incident which happened in India, and she'll be joining us live from Hyderabad to share her experience of what happened in her family's case. All right, so finally, Binita Ramchandani joins us live from Hyderabad. Binita, thank you for joining us on WION World is One. Now, for those who are not familiar with the Ghatkopar incident, take us through what happened then.
Okay, I lost a home that I've been born and brought up. From the time I've ever understood what a home is the place where I was born in Ghatkopar. And I've lost it tragically because of, one criminal mind can end up leading you to having no place called as home. So that's exactly what happened. And one person, Mr. Sunil Shatab, and he ended up cutting the pillars of the building, and the entire building went collapsing. 17 members lost their lives. I will not call them members because they were family for me. They were all close to me. I've seen them growing up. There were kids. There was a 3-month-old kid who had lost her life there. And the devastating part was that that time there was everybody.
I'm afraid we've lost that connection with Benita in Hyderabad, but we'll try to fix that audio line in a bit. But she was talking about the Ghatkopar incident which happened in India's financial capital of Mumbai some years ago, in which she says 17 people known to her perished in that building collapse. And we'll get all the latest information from Benita and ask her whether justice has finally been served in the Ghatkopar case or not. All right, so as I mentioned, we've lost that audio link with Benita in Hyderabad. We'll try to fix that in a bit, but that's the story we've been tracking here on Your Story all this evening. We'll get you all the latest from Benita in Hyderabad. All right, I'm told Benita is joining us back one more time live from Hyderabad. Benita, if you can hear me, you were telling us about the 17 members who perished in that building collapse in Ghatkopar in Mumbai. My question to you is, has justice been finally served in that incident?
Okay. As I recollect that incident, tears roll down my eyes every moment, because the moment I think of that horrific incident, what all comes to my mind is the number of people that are lost, and a place that I called as my home is nowhere. It's a rubble. So the place lies empty there, and the moment I lost the building, you won't believe, for publicity, everyone came and everyone said that, come, let's do this, we're with you, we'll do this, we'll fight for justice. All the blutter happened. But when it came to reality, it's the second year, we've not got anything. It is only few people who have supported, like be it Kirit Somaya or be it Ram Kadam. These are the few people who have come ahead and they've supported from the area, who are holding positions, and they have helped us with finding a temporary accommodation. Right. But when it comes to getting a building constructed back there, it is a biggest task of life. You have to forget that you actually own a home. To get back that home, all the building members have to, I feel that the 17 people who have already lost their life, I think that the government bureaucrats will make sure the rest people who are left definitely lose their life, because the kind of paperwork they have asked us to do, there was a plot fraud that had happened. Somebody was trying to pick up our plot and say that it was their plot, and then we did a plot correction, and the papers are still going around from Bandra to Vikhroli and to everywhere else. So 3 points I want to just put forward to the audience with the struggle that we all are going through. I'll just sum it up in 3 points and not take much of your time.
Please.
Very simply is that, firstly, the culprit, Mr. Sunil Shatab, was released on bail. On what basis was he released? None of the building members know about it.
I'm afraid, Benita, we are completely running out of time on this segment of Your Story. We'll keep tracking this story in the coming weeks as well. But as you heard Benita say there, justice has not been served, and that there's no closure at all for the families involved in that Ghatkopar collapse.